Hey, what's going on, everybody? TaylorMade Hoops live and direct coming to you again, once again with TaylorMade Hoops Player Circle. Today I have a very, very special guest. Let me go ahead and give you a little background on this young man. He is the Texas High School three-point record holder. He's an all-district performer. I definitely believe he's a diamond in the rough, definitely a young man that can play at the next level. I have no other than the myth, the legend, me and who was teasing, man, a celebrity, but a very nice young man. But I have Mr. Jak Kinder on from Martins Mills High School out there in Denwiller, Texas, baby, out there in East Texas. How you doing, man? How you doing, Jak?
I'm doing fine, Coach. Well, thank you for the whole intro. I don't know about all that, but I'm very happy to be on, man, for sure.
Oh man, hey, one thing, man, I always like to give people their credit, man. You know, they just do. But one thing we do know is that you can shoot the ball, man. We know that. Those are facts. Well, hey, let me go ahead and let the viewers know what we'll be talking about today. The objective and points of conversation between me and my main man, Jak. We'll be talking about his love and joy for playing, his leadership, his leadership role, and of course we're gonna talk a little bit about him breaking the all-time Texas high school basketball three-point record. Let me start off with the first question. Where does your love for playing basketball come from, man?
It stems from my parents. They have a passion in basketball since they were my age and younger. That they both played high school basketball. My mom played in Crandall, Texas, and my dad played in Maybank, Texas. And they they have a great basketball IQ and knowledge of the game, and they just pass that down on to me. And so I would say it stems from both of their love and passion of the game. So for sure.
Oh man, no doubt I had the pleasure of speaking with your dad, and I can tell you, man, he's very, very, very knowledgeable guy. Seriously, a great guy. But what I liked about it, man, he was very, straightforward and what have you. We talked and what have you, and things of that sort. And me and him, talked ideas and things about things of that sort about you. No, very knowledgeable, man. He knows his basketball. He knows his
Yes, sir.
basketball.
Yes, sir.
No doubt. Well, let me ask this question here. Do you like playing on or off the ball more, and why?
Um, I would say, well, for me as a shooter, I like to play off the ball because that allows me to come off screens more and get more open looks. But when I go to the next level, I'm gonna have to play on the ball, and so I don't
Mhm.
mind playing on the ball. I actually enjoy it because I'm able to. I am in control of the whole game. I set the pace. I come down. I start the offense and whatnot. So I do like to have the ball in my hands, which is good because I will have to play a point guard position at the next level. So I would say as of now, probably off the ball. But as I grow older and as I get into college level, I will be playing a lot more on the ball. So yeah.
Well, hey, the most important thing you said for the college coach that's tuning in, what he just said is that he understands that his role that was needed for the particular team. You know that, like you say, playing with your high school team, Martinsville, coaches use your great asset and ability to be able to shoot. That's what brings the team success. Because I know you're about team, but you
Yes,
also
sir.
understand at the next level that they may need you more to play more off the ball, more what have you, to be more effective, for us with the team and help the team to get those wins. And you
Right.
understand that, and you, by you having the ability to be versatile like that, that's what makes you definitely a coveted commodity, man, at the next level, man. No
Yes,
doubt,
sir. Yes, sir.
no doubt. Well, hey, as you can tell, I'm very, very excited, man. On TaylorMade Hoops Player Circle, I have no other than Jak Kinder. He is the Texas High School all-time three-point makes leader. Uh, Me and him, I've been teasing a lot. Very, very humble young man. I tell him he's a rock star. He said, "Coach, I don't know about that, man." Well, let me ask this, Jak. Who is your favorite player and why?
Um, I know this is gonna sound like it's cliche, but I know my favorite player to watch is Steph Curry. Not only because he's the best shooter of all time, but what he does off the court, I also look for as well. I wear a bracelet every single day, and I wear it on my shoe every time I play, and it
Mm-hmm.
says, "In Jesus' name I play." And that just allows me to, when I'm walking in my day or I'm playing in my game, I can look down and see that, and it reminds me who I'm living for and who I'm playing for. And that brand is stemmed from Steph Curry. It's called the Act of Faith, and
Mm-hmm.
he actually endorsed that brand shortly after he was in the NBA. So I've been watching him play ever since the Warriors and the Cavs
Mm-hmm.
have
Mm-hmm.
been duking it out in the NBA Finals. So I've been watching him for a long time, and I mean I love the way he shoots the ball. I love the way he plays because he's a smaller guy, you know. Um, but I also love what he stands for off the court as well. So
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Hey, that's a great person to follow. Because like you said, you can tell, just the person he is. And man, seriously, just how big of a megastar you can see with Steph, man. Even like when the reporters are talking with him, what have you, just seems to be very, very just humble, just down to earth. Just
mhm,
seems like yourself, just seems to just be happy to be able to play basketball, man. Like
right,
like all of us, man. When I was growing up, I'm an old head now, Jack. But when I did used to play, coach used to play. I used to play a little bit. But in my playing days, it was the same way. You just played for the love of the game. We didn't play, for the accolades. Nowadays, with the NIL, we didn't play for that. We just want the opportunity, man. Just hoop, man. We just want to hoop, man.
right,
So
yes, sir.
no doubt, man. Well, let me ask this. Everybody may want to know this, man, because I'm not gonna lie, I did a little research on your regimen and things that sort, man. Because I'm like, man, how did you become just a great shooter like you? I went to YouTube, watched some of your games, man, and I just love how balanced you are. Matter of fact, my wife says that you need to make a basketball shoot video. You need to make a better basketball video. I don't know if you remember JJ Redick back in the day used to have a better basketball video, man. She said you need
Yeah.
to make one. But seriously, uh, what does your daily workout regimen look like? How many shots are you putting up every day, Jack?
So I usually will get up around 6 o'clock, get to the gym about 6:30. Or on some days I'll go at 5 o'clock. It just depends on what's happening on that day, or if it's a game day. But I'll get to the gym, you know, start I start with about 300 shots in the morning, and then I go to school. Then in the middle of our day, we have our practice, and
Okay.
during our practice, that's more skills and team basketball. And then after school, we have our after school practice, which is again, that's more of our scouting for our opponents and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. So that's very it's team it's team basketball there. And then but after that is when I go back into the gym around like 6:30 or 7, and that's when I get about 300 to 500 shots. And really, if you spoke about Mr. Mayo. He was
Mm-hmm.
a gym rat.
Yes.
If you know Jason Mayo, then you know that
Yes.
he was a gym
You're
rat,
right.
and that's
Yes.
his brand, that
Mm-hmm.
he says that's what you got to be. That you have
Mm-hmm.
to be a gym rat. Whenever I can get in the gym, I'm there.
Mm-hmm.
There no distractions, no whatever. If the gym's open, I want to be there whenever I
Mm-hmm.
can. So that's that's my regiment. I mean, I have my own regiment like each and every day, but if that gym's open, I'm there. So that's that's just my thoughts on it as well. But at our gym, our gym stays open for 24 hours
Okay.
a day. So we have a code that we can push into our gym and get in at any time. So
Wow. Okay.
we just walk up there and push our code in, and we can get in the gym and just get our shots up and leave. So we're very
Oh
blessed
man.
to be able to have that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. No, I'm gonna get to that, man. You know how it's like playing down there at Martinsville, because I definitely know, man. Y'all got a great brand of basketball. Matter of fact, man, I used to coach, man, down at we weren't very good, but I used to be the head coach down at Cumbie High School, man. So I know, yes, I know a little bit about
Yeah,
Martinsville and Ponder, and yeah, yes,
yeah.
I know, yeah. Much respect. I know how y'all get down there, man.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah, y'all play some ball down there. But
sir.
hey, for my viewers tuning in, let me let everybody know once again who I'm talking with, man. I have no other than Jak Kinder. He is the all-time three-point leaders maker in the state of Texas, man. He's made more three-pointers than anybody's ever made, man. And I'm just glad that he took time out of his busy schedule to talk to an old head like myself. Well, let me ask this, Jak. Uh, what do you feel you need to continue to improve on, man? Because I know you're in the gym all the time. So what you think you need to keep on improving on?
The one thing that I need to improve on, especially um, moving on to the next level, is definitely my ball handling and my strength with the ball.
Okay.
So like I was saying earlier, I like playing off the ball more just because it allows more shots to be put up. But on the ball, I need to work on ball security, and especially at the next level with guys that are in their second year or third year,
Yep.
or
Yep.
like those are big guys. So me coming in as a freshman, I want to be able to have a handle on the ball that where no matter who I'm going up against, I can get by, and I can still get us in the offense. So definitely, I would say my what I need to improve on for next year is my ball handling and my strength with the ball.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And man, I'm so glad, man. I ask a lot of players this question, man. And sometimes, like you say, they don't be as transparent or what have you. Because I'm like, hey, everybody has to improve on something. You know, even
Yeah,
Steph Curry said that he has to improve on everything.
of
So
course.
by you understanding what you need to improve on, that lets college coaches and people that know basketball, like myself, let me know that you have a high basketball IQ. You have an understanding, like, hey, I know realistically at the next level, what you just said, hey, it's a great thing. I know a great thing now. You know, guys now gonna be able to play about 7 years. So when you go into college,
Right.
you probably gonna be playing against, like say, a 21-year-old that may have played Division I ball 2 years, or I
Right.
always kid Jason Mayo about this. A guy that just came from the army, just got through fighting in the war, and still got some more years of eligibility. And you got an 18-year-old kid like yourself playing against that gentleman. So you're correct on that, man. Strength is always a factor at the next level, man. And it's great that you recognize and you understand it, man. No
Yes,
doubt,
sir.
man. No doubt. Well, let me ask this. Excuse me. Who has had the biggest impact or influence on you basketball wise? You spoke of your parents or what have you, but anybody else that had a big influence on you, or any other
Uh,
people?
well, I had to give my dad credit for just because I did receive the basketball IQ from my mom and dad, but there we have me and my dad have spent countless hours just out in the driveway, out in the gym. Everything, all my fundamentals, all my mechanics came from him, and all he's allowed me to use what I've got and play the absolute best that I can. And my mom too. My mom knows the game, and she I mean, she was a shooter in high school, so she
Mm-hmm.
was able to teach me where to be at what time, um,
Mm-hmm.
and my dad as well, knowing how to get open. I had to do this to get this shot off. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I will say I have had some small outside help, but other than that, my both my parents have just been fantastic in my basketball journey, just because they played at one time, and now
Mm-hmm.
from a parent's outlook, they're able to look back and tell me how to play my best. And
Mm-hmm.
so that they have been just amazing throughout that whole thing. And like I said, everything that I've learned is from them, and the hours that me and my dad have spent just working and shooting the ball and working and everything is just, it adds up. And this is and you know all glory to God, and this record is just a reflection of the work we we have put in. um I mean, yeah. So they just been it's been my parents for sure.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a great thing that you said. Is one reason why, me being a, educator, I still, teach or whatever, Jack, is that a lot of times, even when I'm talking to my students, a lot of times, they will take more into it, what you're saying, and it can help them if they know you actually been there before, like you
Yes,
say.
sir.
So your parents know what it looks like. So, so when they tell you, hey, you need to, what I'm saying, you need to make sure that you rub off the screen tight, no
Yeah,
airspace, what have you.
for
Make sure your
sure.
feet sit and curl, And so when they tell you that, they actually know because your mom and your dad, like I said, they've been in those situations. So they're not telling you nothing, like a lot of parents, not knocking any parents, but I've been around, Jack. And so
Yeah,
sometimes you get those parents that never played and living through their kids, and they were probably, not that good, but now they want to try to, tell the kids things, and the kids sometimes, a lot of times they looking like, I'm telling like these people, especially young people, you can't pull the wool over you guys' eyes or whatever. You guys are very, very receptive, very smart, as far as with the teachers, coaches, whatever. We can't pull the wool over your eyes. Y'all understand when a person is genuine and authentic and cares or what have you. So same way it goes where you can tell whether or not, a guy played before. It's like, well, coach may know what you're talking about, but you go respect coach, or like say your parents, somebody telling you something if they played before.
yes,
It's like,
sir.
okay, I know they've been there before. So it's
Right.
great you understand that, man. Well, let me ask this. I know you're the big senior on the team. I understand the tradition at Martin's Mill, what have you. And I know that the expectations coach probably put on the senior groups and things that so especially yourself. I know you're team captain. Uh, but how has your role on the team changed from last season? Has it changed any?
Um, yes. So last season, we were a great defensive group, and our offensive lacked. We were lacking a little bit in offense. So night in and night out last year, I was having to be the guy. Go out on, like, if you don't go out and you don't play well, it's gonna hurt us in the fourth quarter. Like you got to go out and you got to set the tone immediately. And
Mhm.
and this year, the thing that has changed that has made us the number one team in the state is everybody's offense has elevated.
Hmm.
And we still are a great defensive team, probably one of the best in the state. But everybody's offense has just gone through the roof, and
Hmm.
that is what makes us so dangerous. It's because you can't help off
Yeah.
of one person. You have to guard
Hmm.
everybody,
Hmm.
and that's what makes us so deadly. Is because we're not going to let you in the paint down here on defense, and we're going to take it to you on offense. So that's exactly what our philosophy is, and that's what makes us so good this year. So my role I would say has lessened because of how good we are.
Yeah.
Because last year we weren't. I mean, we had the same group.
Okay.
Last year was no seniors, and this
Okay.
year I'm the only senior. So
Oh, okay. Okay.
and there's a class of six underneath me. So the juniors on all the juniors on the team are like as what is our makeup
Okay.
really. So but yeah, so we didn't graduate anybody last year. So we were a great defensive team that lacked an offense, and everybody just kind of moved up the totem pole, and
Mhm.
their offensive game went sky high, and our defense is still one of the best in the state. So that's really my role now, is just go out and do your job every single
Yeah.
night. That's for everybody. Do your job, and that's why we are 25-1, because
Mhm.
we have guys that know their role, and they do it to the best of their ability every single night. And me, I know that my role is not to go out and shoot every shot now, or go out and score a 25 or 30-point game every single night.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
know
Mhm.
that my shots are going down because of how good everyone else's offense is becoming. So that's what makes us so good, is that we know our strengths, we know our weaknesses, and we're able
Yeah.
to use that to our advantage. And so Yeah. So we are a much better team this year than we were last year. Just on that. For sure.
Oh yeah. And man, and something that you said is just a team collectively understanding your role, doing your job, and that's what coaches want. You know, I'm just telling you, you know, being blessed to coach at every level, you know, Division 1 on down in high school. That's all you ever want is just guys, you know, to understand the role and to play the role. And also, you know, some say the cliche thing we say the coach profession is be a star in your role. You know, hey, if your job is to rebound, hey man, be the best rebound on the team. If your job may be to set screens, that may be your job. But hey,
Right.
set the hardest screens. You know,
Right.
set the best screens, what have you. So it's fun that you know, not fun, but it's great that you said that and you understand that. And also too, you said the team is so good now. We're probably before what guys made when they were scouting guys last year. They probably like, okay, we know Jack is you know the only guy that really is a scoring threat. So we go
Mm.
they probably ran a whole bunch of, you know, boxing ones and different types,
Face
you know,
guards. Yeah.
face guards, you probably saw everything. But now
Yes,
they
sir.
can't do that because
No.
everybody like certain teams confident and can score. So it's like, okay, you can double off him if you want to, but my teammate over here, he's gonna have 25 tonight, you know.
Yes,
So
sir. Yes, sir.
you know what
Yes,
I'm saying?
sir.
So, okay.
That's
Hey,
exactly
pick your
how it
poison.
is. You
Pick your
pick your
poison.
poison. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, no doubt, man. Well, hey, you can tell, hey, we have a great time, and everybody who follows me understand this is what we do. We're just hanging out, like if me and Jack was just, you know, at the gym, just talking, man. We're just hanging out on TaylorMade Hoops, playing circle, just talking a little bit of basketball. Well, let me ask this. You kind of already spoke about it, but can you, if you don't mind, elaborate a little bit more? What did you learn from your experiences playing last season that has helped you become successful this season, Jack?
Um. So I just like you were saying. Last year I'm having to go out and score this many points every night just so we can have a win.
Yeah.
And for teams that are scouting you, they can scout you. They can
Mm-hmm.
say, okay, we're gonna run a box and one, or we're gonna run a triangle and two, or
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna put someone in your face that as soon as you get out of the car, we're gonna have someone right there, right in your face.
Yeah.
But now we are using that to our advantage. Where in this season, where I'm used for distraction and diversion, to where
Uh-huh.
now I'm running off two screens, but the ball ain't going over here. The ball is going over here, and we're able to get easy buckets. So
Mm-hmm.
that has been successful for us, just because everyone's worried about the wrong thing. You worry
Yeah.
like as soon as they see a double screen and I'm coming running, their whole team shifts over. We make that extra pass, and it's a layup. So um, that that's been the biggest difference from last year to this year. And I already spoke on the offensive of our whole team, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what makes us so good. So yeah.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. And man, I love to say that. I'm just funny, just laughing as a coach, man. I can only imagine that because you know your head coach. I can imagine that he's probably laughing because, like you say, he said he understands. Hey, we gonna run this decoy, like say we gonna run this
Yeah.
diversion. You know, where we know the whole team, the defense gonna shift. But hey, we got when soon as that guy is over there, that's on the weak side. As soon as he turns his head or whatever, that guy's gonna cut back door for a lane for something or cut
Layup.
across his face because he's cheating because he's trying to see what's going on with my guy, the all-time 3-point shooter. You know. Oh man, I really enjoy talking with you, Jack. Uh, Let me ask this: we go speak of the record. I know you're a humble person. I know you're gonna speak of not put words in your mouth. I know with you, it's not necessarily an individual record; it's a team record because, like, I know you without your team, setting you up, allow you to, be yourself. You wouldn't be able to break this record. But let me ask you this: was breaking the record a dream or something you always set out to accomplish?
um, it was definitely something that we knew in the back of our minds was a possibility.
Okay.
And even going into my freshman year, I did start on varsity my freshman year. And you know that 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 idea of, okay, we're kind of on this pace. but
Uh-huh.
like you were saying, every year was about winning a state
Yeah.
championship. It was never about getting this many shots or making this many shots. And and the record was held by one of our own,
Yeah.
Davis Moore. He was a great player, great player. He
Mhm.
graduated in 2016, and I moved to Martinsville in sixth grade, and I did not get to see him play, which
Okay.
I really, if I could go back, I wish I could go back and watch him in some of his games. But his brother is now a guard on our team, a
Wow.
Sawyer Moore, uh, and so and Davis has been around for as long as we can, as we've been on the same team, and I've gotten to know him, and he's like a brother in my eyes, and he's not only a great basketball player but a man of God.
Yeah.
He was just he's a great man and person that you want to be around.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
having him around and him mentoring us and teaching us different facets of the game was instrumental in helping us become better offensively and defensively and off the court, becoming a better man of God, becoming a better future husband, a better future father.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's what our whole program, like Coach Jenkins, um, I'm sure you've met him or talked
Yeah.
to him in the past,
Mhm.
but uh, that's our whole goal is, yes, we want to win a state championship, but who are you going to become after basketball? So
Yeah.
after you leave the gym, after the ball stops bouncing, who are you going to become? And that's why we love Martins Mills so much, is because it's not, yes, basketball is very highly praised. It is every Tuesday and Friday night, everything closes down and everyone's at the gym to watch the games. But it's more about who you're going to be after,
Okay.
using what you learned in this period of time to
Mhm.
help yourself in the future, taking
Mhm.
tools and skills that you are being taught by people, that by mentors, by coaches,
Yeah.
that you can take into your life and have success. And um and again, all glory to Jesus, man.
Mhm.
He has done
Mhm.
amazing things in and through Martin's Mill and in and through my life. And I mean, it's just a blessing to be a part of a program and a town that's just is supporting you 100% every single night. And so, I mean, it's a dream come true, and a true blessing just to be able to be here and use my platform for
Mhm.
him.
Mhm.
I mean, there's nothing that I would rather do than to go out there and just show people Jesus in the way that I play. And
Oh yeah.
so that's my goal every single night. I say a prayer before every game, and I say, Jesus, if we win or lose, if I play good or I play bad, Lord, I just want you to give me the strength so that I can give it all back. Um,
Yes.
and
Mhm.
so that Jesus isn't done. He's still got some stuff under his sleeve. And if it's if it's in his plan, we're trying to win a state championship this year. So we're very
Oh
excited.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh man, hey man, I got to piggyback you on that, man, because I played for the legendary Jason Mayo's dad, JD Mayo. And if you know the Mayo family, you know Coach Mayo, you know what he's all about, you know what Jason's all about. And Coach used to tell us, man, that hey, I'm trying to teach you life skills, you know, things that can
Right.
prepare you in life outside of basketball. And something he passed on to me that I've always passed on to my players, anybody I come in contact with. It's like he was just sharing that, use basketball as a tool to help you inspire other people, to help you spread the word of God, spread the word of Jesus. That's what this was all about. Because as coaches, I was telling somebody this as coaches, we have that unique ability that where kids are already gonna gravitate to us,
Right.
because we coach, But that's a way for us to be able to not just teach basketball, but also teach like Coach Jenkins is doing with you guys, teach you life skills, teach you things that will help you be better men, help you be successful in life. Just like things that Coach Mayo taught me, I still use today about being on time.
Mm.
Firm handshake. Jason mentioned with that firm handshake. Look at the man in the eye. Yes sir, no sir. Things like that. So those are things. I'm glad that you understand that, man, because nowadays young folks with the social media with Twitter and everything, everybody has a platform. So,
Yes, sir.
now it's like how you using your platform, because at the end of the day, I tell everybody this, Jack, coaches, players, the ball's gonna quit bouncing for everybody. So
Hmm.
what you gonna do after the ball's quit bouncing? As coaches, you can't, we want to sometimes, but you can't coach these 70 or 80.
Right.
One day you're gonna have to, you have to, you have to do something else. So at the end of the day, nobody's gonna remember the wins and losses. People gonna remember how you treated them and how you made them feel. That's what life
Yes,
is
sir.
about, man. So
For sure.
it's great. It's great you understand that. But hey, once again, as you can tell, hey man, we hanging out, man. Hey, we talking basketball. We inspiring. We talking about Jesus. Hey, you know how we do it here on TaylorMade Hoops Player Circle, man. We just want to try to educate everyone. Inspire anyone who's listening. Let them know that hey, you could be from a small town and hey, do big things. This guy's at a 2A school down there in Bentonville, Texas, what most people ain't never heard of, but he has a state record. You have all these great players in 6A, 5A schools, but you have this gentleman that God chose him to break that record, man. God
Yes,
chose you to
sir.
do that, man, no doubt. Well, Jack, let me ask you this. You kind of spoke of that, and you kind of spoke of your teammate who broke the record. But does breaking the record feel more special knowing it was previously held by a former Martins Mill alumnus?
Uh, it actually does because I've been able to talk with him. I was able to take a picture with him the game
Okay.
after I broke it, and man, and like I was saying, he's been a great role model for us, a mentor, and
Mm-hmm.
just man, I can't explain what he's given back to us that we've been able to use in our game. And and Davis Moore, he's the perfect guy. Like he's the perfect guy that you want to say, hey, you held that record, and now I hold it, but I want to hold it with you. So
Yeah.
it was very special to me, and very special to the whole town that record was broken by another Martinsville player, which is just, it's crazy to think about. Like you're saying, a small town, and there's already two guys that have been in the same
Yeah.
program that have done the same thing. And so yeah, it is very crazy to think about because we are very, very small. But Jesus has a plan, and
Yes,
he
sir.
work he works in mysterious and fascinating ways, and the
Yes,
way
sir.
the way that he has constructed all of this has just been uh, amazing. And so I was very happy that I was able to break his record, but also I was able to pay him his respect
Mm-hmm.
on and off the court. So yes, sir.
Oh yeah, man. It's just amazing, like you say, man. You don't have to you don't have to have a big platform or have a big, necessarily audience or stage to be big time or do big things. Because like we all know the story of Jesus. Hey, he wasn't, he didn't have a big platform. Very,
Right.
very humble man. So hey, like I tell people, you can be as big as you want to, big as your mind. Will let you imagine. So no doubt
Yes,
about
sir.
that, man. Let me ask this. You spoke about it a little bit, but how's it like playing for Coach Jenkins and playing at Martins Mills High School?
So I played for Coach Jenkins since my sophomore year,
Okay,
um, and he is the perfect coach for a shooter because
okay,
he believes and trusts the percentages.
okay,
If you miss five in a row, don't worry, you're gonna make the next five in a row that's how the percentages work. And he has trusted he has trusted me, my whole coaching staff, my whole team has trusted me to take every shot that I've ever taken. And I mean I'm blessed to be in a program and on a team where everyone knows the percentages. Everyone understands that this is the best shot. If when we come down the floor, and my teammates have my point guard, Travis Baber, has probably assisted on half of those threes. I'm not even lying. He's probably half of those threes have come from his assist, and my team being able to set great screens and being able to help me get open when I've got a shadow right in my face. That they I'm blessed to be able to be a part of a team like that and a program like that 100% is behind me. Uh, and especially in Martin's Mill, like we were talking about the culture.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
especially when I leave, I hope I mean I hope we're going to win the state championship this year. Everything lines up and we do it. But I'm trying to leave a legacy that I would like. We weren't just good basketball players, but we were a great men of God. We were everyone that we came in contact with. You could tell that that there was something different about them. That they had something in them that no one could take away, and that's the peace and the joy that comes from Jesus. Um,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
so my when I leave Martin's Mill, I want to leave it better than how I came. And I mean, I have to give credit to all the past teams and all the past guys that have come through, that they not only put Martin's Mill on the map, but they made Martin's Mill a winning basketball program and culture. If you walk into our gymnasium, you look around in our girls program, they've gone to state the last 16 out of the last 18 years. They've won it. They've won it 7 times. In that 16 years, they've won it 7 times. Our boys program, we won in 49, and then in 2020 it got stripped, it got taken away, but they were undefeated, number one team in
Yeah.
the state. Where we were I was a manager on that team, and we were in San Antonio in the Alamo Dome, and we looked up at the screen, and it was a big blue screen that said, due to COVID-19, they
Yeah,
had to shut
man.
down everything down. I mean, it got taken away. And I believe in my heart that team would have won that year. But I mean, that's this town is a culture of winning. That's what we like to do. We like to win. And I just that's not from me, but that's from the past programs and the past kids that have come through, that have laid the groundwork and showed us how to do it and what to do.
Mhm.
So especially when I leave, that's what I want to leave Martin's Mill with. I want to win a state championship and show everyone that we're not just here to compete, we're here to win. And
Yeah.
so that's what that's what I want to leave behind whenever I move on to the next level.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, like you say, it's all about legacy and culture, man. It's all about, building upon that tradition and leaving it better, like you just kind of said, leaving things better than they were, before you got there, man. Just
Yes,
just
sir.
carrying it on, man. Just doing your part, man. Well, hey, as you can tell, guys, I'm very, very excited, man. Been hanging out with my main man. He took time out of his busy schedule. If he wasn't talking with me, he'd probably be in the gym putting up some shots, man. So yeah, so I got to hurry up because he got to get to them shots. I know his dad's probably over there like, hey, wrap this up, man. You got to get that gym and get some shots up, man. But I'm with no other than the all-time Texas high school three-point made leader, Jak Kinder from Martin's Mill High School out there in Ben Wheeler, Texas, in East Texas. If you don't know where it's at, don't worry about it. They only lost one game this year, so I bet you won't put them on the schedule. Since you don't know about it, put them on the schedule. See what happens. Well, let me ask you this. I know your team guy, but what do you like most about your team and your teammates this year?
um, I would say our relationship. Like I said, uh, last year we didn't graduate anybody, so we have everybody returning, and our relationship as a team, and especially my relationship with them as a leader, is very important. And our relationship as a basketball team, but as a brotherhood, is is what makes us so good as well. Is that we all trust each other. We all know that if I need to make this extra pass because I know my guy is going to make the shot, or I know my guy is going to make the right play. And
Mm-hmm.
so us having that trust and that faith in each other is what makes us a good basketball program, but also a great group of friends. And we're on the court together, but also we're off the court together. So
Mm-hmm.
that has what pushed us so this far in the season, especially in our district. Now that we're in our second round of district, is our relationship status with everybody.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, man, no doubt. I just want to know, man. That one game you lost, man. I looked at it. I forgot who you lost and how much it was by, but I guess on that particular day, man, what I got to tease you, but hey man, was your foot hurting? Did you have a hurt arm? What was the players missing? How the heck somebody beat Martinsville, man? Come on, man.
Uh,
Seriously. Good Lord,
so
man. You guys
uh,
don't lose that often.
no, yeah, it's it should not have been a loss, but stuff happens.
Yep,
Some
yep,
some
yep,
ball
yep.
doesn't bounce your way, but we were at the Tennis Hall tournament, and the Tatum Eagles is who beat us.
Okay,
Um,
okay,
and we had one of our second leading scorer was out. He was out with a foot injury, so we were a little down, but we knew coming in that we had everything we needed to be able to beat this team.
yeah.
But we kind of started out flat, and we came out and we got down early. At half, we were down by 13, and then in the third and fourth quarter, we stormed back, and we ended up tying it in the fourth quarter with under a minute left. And
Okay,
so Tatum's bringing it down. I'm guarding the ball. He drives in with like 3 seconds left. I I thought I went straight up.
mm-hmm.
He kind of the player who had the ball was a Jacorian Bradley, and he's one of my friends that I played against my whole career. And
Okay.
he drove in, and he shot the shot. And if you ask him, he told us that he did flop. So that's all I have to say. That's all I have to say. He shot the shot. He fell down on the floor, and they ended up calling a foul. He misses the first free throw, and
Okay.
our coach gets a technical foul because it was pretty it the call wasn't the best call. That's all I will say
Okay.
about it.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
And
Gotcha.
so we got into a little um scuffle there with the coach and the ref. He got a technical foul, so he missed the first one, but Jacori and he made the next one, and then they got a technical foul. Then they only made one, so they ended up winning by 2 points, which I believe it should have gone to overtime, but
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
and I think we would have won in overtime. We had all the momentum moving into the overtime. So like I was saying, sometimes ball doesn't bounce your way, doesn't go exactly how you planned. But I mean, that's on us as a basketball team. We shouldn't have come out so flat and got down by so much. So
Oh, yeah.
but that was
I,
still a great game. I enjoyed playing the game, even though it was a loss. There's a lot of stuff that you can learn out of a loss. I believe there's more you learn from losing than you do from winning.
oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
so it in and through that loss, we knew that we didn't have one of our leading scorers, but I mean, we from that moment on, we have made it a point of emphasis not to come out flat because we don't want something like that to happen again. Um, so yeah, for sure, it was the Tatum Eagles, and like I said, ask him, ask the man. He said he flopped. So um,
Hey, you know what? He said that, but I bet you he's not gonna say it on camera. People.
Oh no, yeah. If you put a camera in his face, he's probably not gonna say it. But I'm telling you, after the game, I went over and I paid my respect to him. I mean,
Yeah,
I mean
yeah,
he,
yeah,
he's been one of my best friends, like in and through my basketball my since freshman year. And
yeah.
I went and said, okay, tell me straight up what happened. He said, I flopped. I said, oh man. I said, oh man. I said, okay. Okay.
Oh man, that's funny, man. That's funny, man. Well, hey, I been having a great time with you, Jack. But we're coming down to the last question, man. Tell everybody, man, it's been a wonderful, wonderful time having you on the show, man. Been wonderful, man. Been a wonderful time.
Thank you.
Uh, Let me ask this. If I'm a college coach or a school, why should I recruit you? Why should I recruit Jack the Hat Kinder?
uh, well, I would say I, w- of course, I'm gonna bring my strengths into the program, but
Okay.
I would say for me to, I am recruitable because of my relationship with Jesus. Um, all of my success has stemmed from him, because he's the reason we're here. And in every aspect of my life, I try to give the glory back to him. And through that, I have found more success and more happiness with everyone around me. And
Okay.
so on a basketball team, having a strong base and stability in Christ is I think is just instrumental in how your season goes, and how your grades are, how you treat your teammates, how you treat your coaching staff, how you treat your opponents. And so having a firm foundation in Christ is the most important thing that you can have in life. And so I my prayer life has grown exponentially, especially from this last year into this year. My prayer life has not only just become on my knees in my room praying to Jesus, but has become conversation. I'm talking with him. He is telling me, like, he's not only your father, but he's your friend.
Mhm.
He's always there, especially whenever you need him. And I would say that is a reason. That's the biggest reason that I would say being recruited is because Jesus gives us a happiness and a joy that no one can take away. And
Mhm.
in through a long season, in through your entire college experience, that is what stands firm, is Jesus.
Oh yeah.
And that's I just want to be the best advocate for him. That's all I want to do.
Mhm.
So that's my main goal. Every time I lace them up, every time I'm walking down the street, walking into school, that's my goal. How am I treating people? How am I showing respect to my authority? And just how am I representing Jesus? So yes, sir. That's the most important
Oh
thing.
yeah. And most definitely what you just said, man, it's what's most important. We talked about this throughout the time we've been hanging out, man, is that some things come and go, but the only thing that's sustainable in life is your relationship with Jesus. He's the
Yes,
only
sir.
thing that's sustainable. So what you're saying is true, man, is that, I'm telling college coaches, as you can tell, you get a great basketball player, the stats definitely prove it. I'm gonna tease you about Coach Jenkins. Hey, the stats don't lie, so
Yes, sir.
the stats and percentage don't lie, the analytics don't lie. So you're getting a great ball player. If you've been viewing college coaches, you've been hearing his IQ, his understanding for the game. So you're getting a good player, a smart player, but you also know that you're getting a great human being that's going to represent your program in a great way. You're not going to have to worry about him doing anything off the court, grades, not going to class, things like that. Very coachable young man. So has all the attributes, to be honest, I feel to be a recruitable prospect. If I was still, coaching in college, most definitely, you definitely be on my list. I'll definitely be calling, bugging your dad, man, trying to get you down on the visit, man. But hey, it's been a pleasure. Not gonna hold you up, Jack. Two things, Jack. First thing, go ahead and let everybody know, college coaches or anybody that you want to be in contact with you, how they can get in contact with you, your social media handles, any personal information you want to give out, man.
Okay. Yeah. My Twitter handle is Jak Kinder _ 2025. And I don't. That's the only social media that I
Okay,
have. Um,
okay.
but I mean, I can give out my number if you'd like.
What about? 'Cause I know you're about team. What's your team? What's your team? Do you have any social media team? Martin's
Uh,
Mill.
well, I don't think we have a Martin's Mill page, but if you want to follow Coach Jenkins,
Okay,
he kind of updates everybody on our wins and stuff like
okay.
that. Here I can get you his Twitter handle. Let's see here. Uh, Coach G Jenkins. Coach G
Okay.
Jenkins. Greg Jenkins. Yes, sir. So he kind of updates all our followers on Twitter, and so that's how everybody kind of sees like how we're doing and stuff. So
Yep.
yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Hey, well, no doubt, man. No doubt. Well, hey, And also too, college coaches, man, the ones that, know me and contact if you're interested, hey, you can always hit me up and I'll get you in contact with them. But like you say, you can follow him on Twitter and also can follow Coach Jenkins on Twitter. If you looking to keep up with him or his team, any of his teammates, because Jackson told me, man, y'all got y'all got some players down there, man. He told me I need to
Yes,
get down
sir.
to some games. I got some players. So, I'm all about trying to find those diamonds in the rough, man. Hey, I
Yes, sir.
appreciate your time. And before you go, I got to do it to you, Jack. Who had the great pleasure of interviewing today? Who you rocking with, man?
Say it again, Coach.
I said, who had the great pleasure of interviewing today? Who you rocking with? Who you rolling with? Who you had the great pleasure talking with today?
I'm sorry, I don't understand the question.
No, I'll tease you, Jack. I always have people say this. I said, who had the great pleasure of interviewing today? Most people say TaylorMade Hoops. I'm just teasing you,
Oh,
man.
my bad, my
I'll
bad.
tease you. I'll
I'm
tease you.
bad. TaylorMade Who's? I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'll
Of
tease you,
course,
man. You're all right, man. I'll
Coach
tease you, man.
Taylor. Coach Taylor, for sure. It was a pleasure to be able to come on and just have conversation with you, man. It was a
Oh
great
yeah.
pleasure. I'm sorry, man. My bad. I
No,
sold
you
that.
okay, man?
I sold that. Well,
Hey,
TaylorMade Hoops, man. TaylorMade Hoops.
oh no, man, you okay, man? Hey, it's funny. It's funny. That's fun. That's funny, man. When I watch this back, I'll be laughing about that, man. And Jason's definitely gonna be laughing about that, man. But no, hey, I appreciate talking with you. And honestly, one of the reasons why I like doing this is not necessarily to build upon my brand or anything like that. I like to talk with you guys because I get to see you guys on the court a lot. What you do. Sometimes I get to see y'all at tournaments and things like that, interacting with your friends and things of the sort, but never get a chance to really talk to some of you young men to understand that most of you, like 99% of you guys I've interviewed, are great young men, very, very articulate, very, very goal-oriented and passionate, have, great ambition and things and desires off the court, which is very, very impressive, man. So I'm more impressed, like you said, with the person and young man you are than the great shooter that you are, Jack. Believe it or not, man. I fell more in love with you, man. I'm definitely more of a fan of you now after having this time of talking with you, man. I appreciate the shit. I appreciate it, man, because I know you don't have to do this. So appreciate you, man.
Well, thank you, Coach. It was a pleasure, man. I had a lot of fun, Coach.
Okay, man. Well, I ain't gonna hold you up, man. I know you're on the way to that gym. Once again, hey, with TaylorMade Hoops, we're checking out to have the all-time 3 points made leader in the Texas history. My main man, Jak Kinder, Martin Smill High School, Benwiller, Texas. Hey, y'all make sure y'all check them out. They're on their road to the state championship. Appreciate you, Jack.
Thank you, Coach.
All right.